Over 26.
This is
the Burger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26.
welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxy, the good from Mariah is around, the amazing Mwass is around, the whole gang is around, episode 247, we are
Mic check.
And it goes without saying, Sax Bantini, Mr. Karakaman are in the building!
Yeah, it's been a minute since I heard that
Mystic's are in the
one.
building, bro, what up?
Love it.
Of course, except for Charisma. Charisma anapiga nani hedi? Please guess. Where's Charisma?
I could do Mali shirtless.
Yeah, genuinely, let's guess where Charisma is. Where do you think Charisma is and what is he doing?
Charisma is I think he's getting his chest waxed.
Uh-huh. Where do you think is
Getting his
Charisma?
chest waxed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You've never seen his chest?
Hiyo tu ashati kila time, surely.
But I've
Yeah.
never been that keen.
Hey.
Okay.
Mwenye na kitwanga na kwanga
Ni nani?
yuaya tajiri.
Ni nani?
Hey.
Mwass,
No,
mambo ya Mwass.
yuaya. Like hadi yuaya maskini. Okay, true. Hapo hujadanganya. But hey, yuaya, please.
The manza.
What is Charisma doing?
And where is he?
Oh, who?
Hey, sex
Oh,
band
is it?
twin.
Honestly, I can't guess. Seriously.
Mimi najua tu ako mahali tu bila shati tu anasema hey, Luya boys are winning.
Lebo is my street chapati.
Mad.
Where's
I
Charisma?
feel like I watch Safari but the wrong side. She always look at the cars coming. Yeah, no, nazikipita tu.
No, there's a wrong way to watch the rally.
I didn't want to say anything
Yeah.
about that.
No,
Statement.
seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe I think
I've just arrived.
if you're not watching the rally, then that's the wrong way.
Plus,
No, like
Hey.
huyo amesema ati you're supposed to watch them coming.
the babes.
Nani?
But maybe you're supposed to watch them go.
Going, that's what I'm like, is there a wrong or right way to watch
Either
it?
way, you just have 1 second to go up.
Yeah. Basically, I love to see you come.
But I hate
Go.
See you go.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
But if there's a Luya driver afike kwa podium, Charisma itwe. Because
Man.
Charisma.
Yeah, mkwaje. So wait, Banner Boy, what was Mariah doing? Mwass. Because you are on the side of the poors. So what was Mariah doing? Yeah, Mariah on the side of the poors.
The poors.
So what?
terms and conditions inasema we paid the same price.
I thought the poors ni wenye. Okay, forget it.
No.
Mwenye?
I hope.
So POJI, Mariah, Mwass on the poors. AYROSH, you are late. You couldn't even get on stage and you're supposed to be
Did
performing.
AYROSH even attend?
He was supposed to be on stage. He arrived late.
Yeah. But
supposed to watch us.
it was not my fault that the event was so well organized
You better.
and on time.
Ilikuwa Nigerian time.
I was. What happened is, there's a way that venue usually organized. So it's sort of you have a preconception, but then they had done it, which I think is a better way of doing it. So I missed my exit ya wasanii ya kuingia because I thought the exiting out inside entrance ya wasanii ya kuingia.
You wanted to say inside for entrance.
It sounds like
Feeding baby cow.
Kuingia seats.
I swear.
Yeah, so I missed it.
I can't believe you
And
are
then I thought, okay, if it's not here, then I have to enter through the VIP side. But the VIP, I'm a VIP side. So then there was a long way, and that was
As a
wrong.
performer, you thought you needed to again inside through
See, I was
VIP
inside
side.
through the entrance.
It just feels like
Where the exit
AYROSH
was.
is thinking as he speaks.
No.
Akona 1.4 seconds.
Actually, it's a true story. It's a true story. So Mimi, I knew the way the venue usually organized in most events. The artist entrance is usually where the VIP. There's like a place that's
There's
the
no
artist.
artist briefing.
But now that so usually the way we drive in Nairobi, you drive on the left. So you do
You
a
drive?
roundabout on the left.
Okay.
So you go,
But
you
you have
do
all
a
the
roundabout, and then you come back and you enter. So that's where the artist entrance usually is. So unfortunately for this event, they had blocked that because I have to now.
And no one told you what entrance to use with the tag you had.
No, they told me the entrance, but not how to get there. Unanipata.
Is it because you are late?
And this happened to how many artists?
Wait.
Actually, a lot. Actually, a lot of artists.
Someone told
a
you
lot
the
of people
entrance,
missed that
but
show.
They didn't tell you how to get there.
Yes. So unafaa kuingia kwa hii gate, lakini how do you get to that gate?
Si unaiona?
What?
Where? Like
Amunielewi?
no,
As in,
we had to
unaambiwa
walk
gate ya
round.
So now I went all the way
ours
down
was
through,
amazed. I felt like
through
a
Carnival. So I went through
Mina
Carnival.
Mariah tulifanya
And
cardio.
that's how
Cardio.
I missed the...
I walked, but of course not.
What?
I was not on the
But
side
that being
you guys
said,
were.
I feel like their setup for that event was what works for that event.
Yeah.
It's just that
Absolutely.
it was just unusual
Yeah.
to me, who's a seasoned performer at that.
Wait, so what was happening on that side?
So they blocked. You see
Not your side. You see, I was with you the whole night. So you missed to get on stage. Me, I'm asking about the side for the poors.
Tulikuanga na bwana boy. Tulikuwa na bwana boy.
Boy.
Ah, shut up.
You say you're telling me that my legs are toned. Need you all those maninis like this?
Nah, fam.
You know you're going there. You go there. You go there.
Hey.
You go there. You go there. Hey.
It felt, as in honestly, we were rats on the highway. That stretch was the longest thing I've ever seen.
My favorite thing was at some point, there are like 8 phones on top of Mariah's head. Alafu Mariah, alikuanga tu bana boing. All songs, word for word.
Yeah.
Yoruba woman.
I have never missed the only Burna Boy show I think I've missed in my life was the one in Coast. I have never missed a Burna Boy show.
So you've basically
They've only been two.
No. 2016 when he was at Privé.
That was not a show, it was an appearance.
That was...
Thrift Social.
That's
there was
what-
another one.
See,
That's not a show.
Then the Coast one. Then now this one. Yeah, I've never missed
So you're
a
saying
Burna
Burna
show.
Boy has only done what? 4 shows and you've attended all of them?
All 3.
3. So right now,
And one was a club appearance.
where Burna Boy yako, amelala tu, anangoja tu akuja Kenya umuone. Afanyagi show zingine, ni zenye tu wewe una show up.
Period.
Okay.
They usually ask
Clear.
him, like, are you going to attend
Does
Mariah's
Burna Boy
appearance?
know performed 4 times in Kenya?
Mariah's
I
attendance.
don't know.
Yeah, but does Burna Boy know he's performed 4 times?
I don't know, man.
I wonder. When is the last time you were here? POJI used to... You remember when POJI used to be sex machine on
Random
this pod?
pop-ups, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're downstairs.
When he was still single, he'd always come and chill behind the scenes.
What do you mean still
downstairs.
single? He's not still single.
He's single now, but
Still
again,
single. So,
Pale kwa Facebook, it's complicated.
relationship status is complicated.
Mambo ni Facebook.
Mambo ni mengi.
Things are many.
Mambo ni mingi.
It's on Facebook.
I feel like that should be a
Are you on
relationship
Facebook?
status.
I agree.
I still have an
I
active
agree.
No,
account.
I'm sure I have an account, I just don't use it.
Yeah,
You're
you do.
active. Like that's why.
No, I'm not active, but my
that-
account is still there.
Is that where you saw Burna Boy?
That's funny.
Wait,
Yeah.
we all
And-
agree that mambo ni mengi should be a relationship status.
Things are many.
Things are many.
Things are
I
many.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's how long it's been. AYROSH, the last time you were filling in for me, no?
Yeah.
Yes, I was, and I think I did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
we did not get to see because somebody put it as a time lapse.
No, that was not a time lapse. You guys just lost all the footage on that day. Because Charisma and Emma came in for one episode, then AYROSH came in for the other episode.
Yeah.
No, but I saw the episode online. What was I watching?
No, ours was proper. Yeah, Emma na Charisma
as well.
did
Yeah,
a time
but
lapse.
it was gone, yeah.
It's because they were recorded on the
Yeah,
same day.
yeah.
so
I even remember what I was wearing. I was looking really fresh.
What were you wearing?
I don't remember.
Start with the socks.
You remembered.
yeah, you just remember.
I was just talking, my friend. You know,
Yeah.
it's a podcast.
So on podcast, people just talk.
Lord, yappa.
Yeah. Anyway, how you guys doing?
Ai,
You know, POJI is about to be famous.
umetuliza sai tu.
Mukasema aje?
Tumesema nini? Tumetuliza.
Kwani ni group assignment? What did we put?
Maneno ni mengi. Let's just start with POJI.
POJI walked in wearing dark shades, superstar vibes already.
Nakwambia,
And he only put out one episode.
44 minutes ni bwana boy. Booked and not busy.
Let me tell you, this guy keeps setting me up because he knows all the celebs, and then I'm always embarrassed. So, well done.
No, but I feel like you actually did a good job.
Shut up.
You know, as in dead ass.
Can we talk about the behind the scenes?
Dead ass.
Can you ask him to put his shades back on, man? He's ako jicho nyanya mbaya.
Buyer.
Niko nyanya. It's
Kitunguu.
Okay.
Ama wewe zako ziko nyanya mpaka kila mtu ako nyanya.
Niko na ile turmeric ile filter ya Kenya. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Uganda.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Uganda.
Yeah.
So,
Can we talk about behind the scenes?
Let I wish Charisma was here. AYROSH, use that.
You pigia Charisma basi.
There's some first time.
Sasa si because mngekuwa wawili ndio mwaseme eti POJI atasema nadanganya. How was the behind the
Okay,
scenes?
tell us the truth. Agenda wamekataa.
Like, surely, like, are you outwardly trying to humiliate us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the goal.
That's actually a good
That's actually
question.
the objective, yeah.
That's the goal.
That was what
Humiliate you so that-
you briefed us. See, that's what you told us today.
Humiliate them.
It's a humiliation
Hashtag.
ritual.
Yeah. Misfix are gonna be here in the
Miss Fix is
afternoon.
just about like you.
It's a
making-
ritual if you
It's
haven't
a
clocked
ritual
it.
of us looking stupid.
Yeah. Why do you think he removed all the eyes?
I don't understand.
Misfix ainanga MI.
Oh.
Vowels basically. But usijali AYROSH anakuanga mslow kidogo.
No, like I'm on camera. Like please tell us your agenda.
With Misfix. What do you mean my agenda?
It should be my agendas.
So I'm just having fun. I'm just glad.
Are you?
I'm glad you guys agreed
On whose behalf?
at your expense, and I love it. I would not have chosen
love the honesty.
any other way.
Yeah.
So
Don't tell me that shit was not fun.
was it?
No, it was. I had the laugh of
You,
my
were you
life.
there?
Dude, I watched it. Fuck is you talking about?
AYROSH.
Auntie called me like at 10.
Yeah, and
still
I was
outside,
on
yeah.
the floor. I was like, what the hell?
You know,
is
you
this?
said that I'm gonna binge it. I was like, there's more.
So there's another one episode. So I hadn't watched that one before. So
Because AYROSH, you know what's coming. Like
Yeah, I have not watched it as well because I lived it. So I agree with POJI. So at some point, in some cases, Misfix does feel like a humiliation ritual. It does feel like an out of body experience. You know, when you go home and you go like, how old am I? And do I really need to do this? Why
Is it
am
worth it?
Why am I putting myself through this?
do I love Chaxy enough?
Yeah.
Keep doing this.
Yes.
But I love how you keep showing up.
Yeah.
Unajua saa
By
zingine-
choice?
unajua saa zingine una kitu ya kudu. Unapata tu yani hiyo weekend mazee, yani ningekaa tu hapo hivyo mazee nikifikiria maisha yangu. And then sana cheki nifanye misfix.
Hey, you don't even know the name, bro.
Mixed fix.
What's the name of your show?
Misfix.
What's the name of your? What's your stage name?
AYROSH. You know, like, do I think about my life? Ama do I go do this thing that is absolutely out of pocket? And then I go like, let me go do this thing that is absolutely out of pocket. It's a simple thing.
Like, do you get kinks out of this shit?
Yeah, I do actually. It gives me a kick.
No, I mean,
No, not even a kick, a kink.
A kink.
like
a little bit.
unaenda home,
Like embarrassment.
Like your nipples are like,
Guys are
You're
embarrassed.
talking about nipples only.
About the triangle.
But I have to say
Stop!
this. Maria, I have to say
Yes.
this. I feel like what we put on
Sisi wenye hatuna jacket si ni mafala. Anyway.
anyway, I was saying as I was speaking, Mariah.
Sorry.
So I was saying what I think we put on the show, what's actually filmed, is
10% of what you-
is 10%. Like the
behind the
behind the
show
scenes,
is the real
is
show.
like the nonsense that happens before we start shooting
Is the real show.
what actually should be filmed.
That should
'Cause
be the
what
show. I'm gonna do the show
No,
so that can
it's-
be.
it's-
Now this is MSFX. BTS.
No. I'm just saying the
fast, we don't say MSFX.
Yeah, we say
Misfix.
Misfix.
It's Misfix.
Yeah.
Like,
Misfix.
the fuck is MSFX?
MSFX.
I just wanted to know if you guys know your brand.
We was the number one Mwass. I don't think you'd survive on MSFX.
It's
Wait, we just told you, bro.
No, I'm just.
You'll not guys start calling it MSFX. What
It's
the
not
fuck is that?
MSFX.
It's fine. It's fine. At least I'm helping people spell it.
It's Misfix.
You think me I'd read that script and be like, okay, where do I stand?
You know.
You mad me.
I want to know your
Yeah, Mwangi would never survive.
I want to know your favorite pranks.
Oh,
Yeah?
sweet
Your
Jesus.
favorite pranks.
I don't have a favorite prank. Like I hate them all.
What?
Even the ones that happen to others.
Yeah. Because me, the reaction, when I was in the reaction
Fact
room...
that there was an outfit for one prank and I was embarrassed. Like I'm a very...
POJI, you kwanza, you can't be helped. The script told you, call Mamito and say you're a fan and you need an autograph of their left hand.
Akasema,
You
"Let
went
me
left
touch you
thigh.
with the
Left thigh.
Hey.
But for
It
context,
was not rehearsed.
Of course, it's not rehearsed, but...
But it is
Did I
one
have
line.
time to cram?
but I feel like POJI didn't watch the show.
Which show?
So see,
After.
Now you did good.
Yeah.
Me, I
POJI
love the
did.
left
You don't
side.
remember in the group when everyone was having a good time watching the show and then POJI's comments?
I was becoming principal at moving forward.
How?
So it was written like that. Moving forward, dear team.
Their team is wild.
I hope you are alive.
Wait. That is on WhatsApp.
I don't know. It was one of those. Dear team.
Hey, their team is wild.
I did not say that.
Please.
Which camera should I look at?
Mutabaki.
I did not say
Dear
that.
team.
I did not say
Dear
dear
team,
team.
please
I did not
note.
say
Kindly
dear
be
team.
advised.
Stand guided. No more phones when we are shooting. Kind regards, POJI.
I
and
hope we are
fuck you.
aligned.
And I was like, hey.
Damn.
I was just like, hey.
So, favorite prank? Doesn't have to be the one that you did. Overall.
My favorite is Mutoria. Because
Nah.
I feel like you're being safe. Muiruri was so sweet.
no. Like Mutoria is believable. Like
Yeah.
he was concerned. Like
Yeah.
he was genuinely concerned. He's like, wait, we are going to start a church. Okay, I
With
can do
rabbits.
this. Okay, I can do this. I have to support Collins Irongo. Okay, but I don't want to move out of Nairobi.
Yeah.
But okay.
Hata
let
hiyo
me hear-
inaweza. Inawezekana. Please.
It have been trying to bring you to church. I didn't know this is how God is planning.
Mutoria was genuinely concerned.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched that episode and I actually realized Muiruri is a really good friend.
Honestly,
Not I
bless
didn't realize,
him.
like it just mpaka nikamiss nikampigia nikamwambia ni aje bado kusalimia because I was so umesema tuibe bank so unatuibe aje hiyo bank
Yeah.
tuchukue nini. He was like, hey,
It's genuine.
he's very, very, very genuine.
Bless him.
I feel like it's very hard to prank Muiruri because he's a very centered person.
Yeah.
So anakupima kwanza. Wewe sema kenye unasema. Alafu akupange.
You think if you didn't tell him
very
to the
hard.
prank, you don't think he'd have fallen for it?
I don't think he would have fallen for it, but he would have been very, very concerned.
Concerned.
So you would think maybe
It'd have been like,
I've done substances.
yeah,
and
give me the
shit has
number of
hit
the new
fan.
dealer. We need to talk about it.
substances.
Substances are the things that you consume to
Alter the
understand
Alter your
functioning
body's normal functioning.
of the body.
Correct.
Like media, like MSFX.
Yes,
correct.
Those kind of things. Yeah.
Those kinds of things. Yeah.
Or you consume them orally,
Yeah, like water.
through the nose,
It depends on how you're feeling that day.
through the main exit. This.
Yeah, sikia kwanza watu wanaweka Stanley Cup. Bwana mbona soda.
Nimekwambia useme kikombe ya stano.
Oh, nikikwambia Stano.
Yeah, but that
Hii
like
like
a true
kikombe
story.
kila
Because you guys
all
are
office
serious.
babes.
You guys are serious.
Yeah.
About
Like someone had an entire
Flask.
flask in there on
It was a
the
thermos.
Me called it a thermos.
thermos.
I feel like people on this planet are living life
No, like I'm
Because they have flasks in their bum.
fully.
No, like Mwangi and I know, like
It's an
a
experience.
nurse who's like had someone who had
Yeah.
a
A
whole
flask. So
Yeah,
my question
up the
is,
bum.
like they sat on it or what happened?
I don't know what they're doing.
So and the thing refused to come out.
I don't think you can
yeah.
poop it out.
So
I don't know whether the lid was on or not.
If it had any liquid or not.
Yeah.
So how
like,
did they, so how did they go to the hospital? Like they slept on their tummy all the way.
That's the only
Yeah,
way.
that's the only way. As in,
May feel
how
like
else? Are you gonna walk with a thermos? Like,
So a flask is what this size?
Hey,
It's bigger than this. Okay, so assuming that guy is used to having
And it's
things
thicker.
this size, just go up there.
it's thicker.
How big is a man's asshole, auntie?
Yeah. Auntie.
How are you?
Your size. We continue.
Hey, I've never seen mine. I'm just wondering why.
You've never seen your bumhole?
Why did you see your bumhole?
I'm talking about you.
You
asshole.
seen my bumhole?
You. It is your size.
Hang on.
I think we are digressing.
Yeah. Anyway, favorite prank. AYROSH.
This is my favorite prank.
My favorite prank was POJI saying he met
Why?
and he promised and my wife
And I'm thinking.
and I'm thinking. I feel like that was my favorite because it was the way I reacted. Because it was so nice in the beginning. It was like, hey, what's up? We met. And then, yeah, remember you.
And
And then I can be I'm driving. Karibu mwambie acha nikununulie ile hands. I'm on the road.
Alikuwa like,
The kwanza him saying, I remember we spoke, but I did not promise. I'm like, what?
You liar.
I was like,
Do you know funny thing is why I said later, there's someone who actually spoke to him about the gig, but not about hosting.
Interesting.
Like someone just told him.
So that's the thought that.
so he was
so
that was for me. That was my.
So the guy was like, "Well, I remember speaking to someone, but we didn't discuss hosting at all."
That is crazy.
But I think POJI's pranks were my
Well, actually,
favorite. Because even the one with
yeah,
for me was
was
just
funny.
Yeah.
I wish Njugushu had picked up.
I wish Ndugush picked it.
But I feel like it was easier for the three of you because you guys are used to entertaining and doing things out of the blue.
Out of the blue, yeah.
Alafu sasa mmeweka POJI hapo mnamwambia do the same. I'm like,
No, but-
okay.
But he actually did a
But
really
actually,
good
with the
job.
show, I feel like POJI actually does some really
This is
hilarious
really like,
Reactions
true.
is the most genuine.
Yeah.
It's just that we can't spoil for you guys what else hasn't dropped, but for sure.
Yeah.
Just
Because
watch out for
POJI is
POJI.
usually the guy, is the guy is of, I don't know what I am doing here. I do not want to be here. You know?
Yeah,
But-
like, why am I in the middle of
Like,
this?
no, it's not that. You just don't want to be there. But it just comes out hilarious.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Favorite prank, auntie?
Of course, I won. Nyonyo Yogurt had me on the
You know what?
Butita. I think that's what they call
Butitas.
Butita.
Yeah.
Nah,
When
Nyonyo
he said
Yogurt was crazy.
that card is gonna be a brand. And it's the fact that I was like, so should I put you in touch with this
Nyonyo
guy? And like,
Yogurt
yeah, put
killed
them in
me.
touch.
Also, extreme peanut eating contest.
Yeah.
Especially the bit when Tai was like, no, when AYROSH was like, what would you say? Like, what practice do you have? Then Tai was like, other than having a big mouth.
Oh, yeah.
What qualification?
Oh,
So, like, I've added
That
a
was
Kim Martin
hilarious.
trying to be a child in a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
That was crazy.
The 5-year-old.
But lakini udem alishtuka sana.
She was so concerned.
You know, she thought it's a genuine ask. So she was like
Let me talk to Tosh, and then I call you back.
najaribu kusaidia huyu lakini simuelewi. Like do you mean you're like
Like, wanatumia picha zako. I'm like,
And then I go like, I'm acting as 5 years old. 5-year-old. Then alafu do the crescendo to nyanyako.
no, also Savara's, especially the part, because Savara was like, was like atia ni kwenye concept ya Luya's love chapati. Then Savara is like,
Luya boys
chapati,
must eat chapati.
ati hapana tuseme
Luya's must eat
chapati.
chapati.
Then
Luya boys
Charisma
must
is
eat
like,
chapati.
ati sasa wewe unaonaje kuku, ati acha tuimbe juu ya kuku. I'm like,
Also, Savara asked Charisma. So Charisma sings, Luya boys must eat chapati, this bullshit thing. And then asks Savara, please sing a hook. So, Savara can pose kidogo, that pregnant pose. And then ask Charisma, so chapati, what's the bigger picture? Charisma's like, hakuna bigger concept. Luya, tunapanda chakula, na lazima tukule chapati.
But you know, because also Savara and Charisma are similar in terms of
Energy. Yeah.
So mimi nilikuwa na imagine Mali Savara ako pia shirtless. Ako like,
Ameshika
hey,
drums
hey, chapati. Sawa.
no, but if they do Luya boys must win,
Hebu
I'll
ngoja,
be so
drums
happy.
Luya boy
gani?
must be.
Junior Waluya.
Ni drumsticks za
Za kienyeji. Za kula tu.
I feel like there's one that touched my heart. I don't know. I would say
The
touch.
ends?
No. It was I don't know who called this fine babe.
Nikita.
Nikita
Charisma.
Nikita Karen. Hey, she was so kind.
Gracious, honestly.
He was concerned. Like, I would love to. But I can call. I can.
Let me
I
call
can come
somebody.
through for you. That was
also Bien's. I thought Bien's were Bien. Like that moment.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Yeah, look up.
I feel like that was really. It showed how kind people can be.
Yeah.
No, it also shows
Touched my
like
heart.
how
I cried a
humble,
little bit
like,
when I was watching.
Superstars are like maybe people think they're not approachable, but they're actually approachable.
Even charisma alikuwa anawapigia. Wewe wapigie.
Mimi
Wapigie.
but Njugusha kushika simu.
Njugusha one was going to be the funniest prank, to be honest.
Really?
Because the Njugusha one, the prank was POJI was calling because he has a gig for him, like a hosting gig. Lakini alikuwa anamlipa na
mahindi.
Mahindi
na mbosho.
Njugu. Sijui mbuzi mbili.
Actually njugu ingekuwa njugu.
Njugu should have taken it.
And then akamwambia also kuna kokoto but lazima kamna lori ya kubeba.
Kamna lori ujibebe.
Kuna kokoto but lazima tu kamna lori ya kubeba.
Actually sijui mbona tusema njugu tutakulipa na njugu.
Umeirudia louder.
For the people in the back of the one. But actually do two podcasts.
We can do two.
Hey, we can have bulu.
Hiyo tia tequila.
Yeah. But the Njugu should have been funny. But even the Njugu, when when you were asking Tai, do you have any special training of kula njugu? Then Tai is like, who does that? Special training of kula njugu nini sasa?
That was hilarious.
That was funny. Yeah.
I think also Foy's made me crack.
I don't think to pay this debt.
Ilikuwa Denis so tatu ya unga.
Yes, 16.
Who was coming up with these things?
I feel like
Kinata.
I'm trying to forget that.
I mean, sasa because I was on the show, I sent like 50 scenarios. And then they were just supposed to pick. There's na bamba na wasa inwase. So even me, I didn't know which ones I'd get.
Wongo.
I swear.
Sawa.
Nyanyako.
Nyanyako bado ako hai. Nyanyako bado ako hai. Kwenda hapo.
That was crazy.
I'm lost.
When Jackie waliweza kwenda huko na Nyanyako, they was like, Nyanyako bado ako hai.
You know how
Thank God I missed some of these things.
You know the duality is what got me. How disrespectful and disrespectful. I have to confirm that is she dead? Yeah. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Wait, who went first?
Nasi wewe ulikuwa unaambiwa watu wasikuongeleshe vibaya, wewe ni yatima.
Asilipe madeni
yatima. I love how
Yatima ni orphan.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ni orphan.
Be kind, because unatumia ma full on orphan.
And he said,
hati apula kwani kuna half.
What do you mean a big guy?
orphan Olympic.
What is half an orphan because the dad is a deadbeat.
Damn.
Half an orphan.
Well, that make
Martin, if you're watching this,
Lakini uko peke yako. Ukiangalia hivi.
Let me tell you. Oh my God.
Gang.
Today in the morning, so we're just bantering before the cameras are being set up. Then I think someone said something sweet my dad did for me. Who was it?
Deno.
Then Deno just says, unajua ni babako pekee anaweza kufanya hivyo, jisi wengine wote mabuda zetu ni madeadbeat.
Alisema afadhali wewe uko na Buddha. Kama kwani Buddha wako amekufa eti hapana ni deadbeat.
At the time it's me, Chaxy and him in the room. Then I think
Randy came in.
and then it was first Jesus. Mudaka ni Mudaka. Jesus alikam even kama budako pia ni deadbeat time. Kinda. And
then Randy came in.
Randy came in. I was like, Randy, do you have a dad? Now Yuko.
hey,
if I speak,
Wait, let me ask. AYROSH, AYROSH, where's your dad? AYROSH, where's your dad?
He's doing life.
Kamiti ama wapi?
Man. Mad. Madness.
If you were to roast our dads, hey.
Auntie, how about your dad?
My dad actually is on his way back, so he should be home today.
Hey! Mariah, but Mariah's dad
He's a part-time
part-time dad.
deadbeat.
50% deadbeat.
Part-time dad and part-time deadbeat.
Like now he's coming back home. He's about to be
What's
a
like the
dad.
only one in a functioning
Literally,
Dad
a fully
relationship.
functioning father.
Look at how many people are. Mourinho, no.
Can your dad be our dad?
No, seriously.
What's the craziest thing you talked to your dad the other day? And then
Oh, so
Oh God.
so my
Sana
dad was
mchanga kwanza
amputated.
Martin.
Martin was amputated. Alafu the group. It's called Standing with Martin.
I don't know. That is so. Let me tell you. This table is the pocket. This table is the pocket, and you are there. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
have you ever laughed laughter? Because now in real
Because I
time,
don't know why I'm laughing. I should not. That is very out of. That is.
oh my god.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh my God, not studying with that. That is wild.
That is.
The WhatsApp group is called Standing with Martin. I'm like,
That should not be. That should
hey,
not be funny, guys.
No one saw this like, hey, this nigga needs a leg. No one saw like, hey, this is not what we call the group.
Better, imagine you're walking with Martin. You're limping with Martin.
Hopping with Martin because what?
I'm hopping for the best.
No. What? Didn't even know. What is that laughter? What is laughter in a gun?
Oh my God, I can't.
Hey.
I actually can't.
I hope he never says
The
this.
the approval process needs work.
But someone's getting a position and they're saying it's standing with Martin. Can Martin stand, bro? Can even Martin stand?
We should not. We should not have laughed that hard.
Hey God. Hapana.
Deadbeats.
Mi nilikuwa naipata real time, so reaction sikuwa najua nifanye nini. Yeah, mtoto wangu. Why would you even say it that?
Oh goodness me, I can't.
Alafu unauza POJI, so tunachanga.
No, cause
But
really,
I feel like
Why?
I don't know about Mariah, but I feel like dudes in the 90s were born different too. They were moving mad.
Dudes born in the 90s or who are adults? in the
Oh,
90s?
dudes who are making children in the 90s. They
Yeah.
are moving mad. I know a
I
lot
don't
of
think
people
kulikuwa
who
na a lot
have,
of plans, family planning, nilikuwa tu.
walikuwa wameachiliwa tu, ni kama wameachiliwa tu. Unajua
Like,
before
do
ilikuwa lazima
whatever.
umari na uoe na ukae na huyo.
Yeah.
So I think in the 90s ndio waliachiliwa kidogo hivi wakarun
Took over.
wild. So because I know if you start a convention we might
Never finish.
itakuwa therapy.
Yeah.
Haya.
Unamuuliza where is
Oh, they're
that?
talking about
No. I know he's in
where is my dad? AYROSH.
he's in a good place.
Hata usema better.
Where's your dad? Where's your dad?
My dad literally kicked the bucket.
Unajua watu wa Kuria, unajua Kuria ni mbali. Sasa huwezi jua kama anyway.
But he's in a good place.
It's a better place.
Huwezi jua.
To make another budget.
Yeah, we've already had enough bad jokes on and it's like maybe what
You're not even
Let me tell you, but nothing beats standing with Martin, bro.
You're honestly
Standing with Martin
and hoping for the
But you
best.
even made that joke when you spoke after Mbona Cheque? When he said my dad kicks the bucket, I looked at him.
actually unfortunately now it's when I'm actually getting it.
Actually, unlike yours, that's crazy.
So my dad kicked the bucket. Can Martin kick
Martin would never.
Martin would never kick the bucket, bro.
Mad.
That is wrong.
Uli baba ya mtu mnacheka hivi.
Or lack thereof. Can I say this story? The first time when I asked you who are you talking to on the phone, and then he said, "That's my mother's fucker."
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's my dad.
Well,
I wish you healing, bro. Mwass,
seriously.
I think we should do a misfix
POJI is
episode.
is clearly
We
pissed.
should do a misfix. Oh, but at least Charisma has a responsible dad in
Yeah.
our group, yeah. So you should have your dad and Charisma's dad.
I'm not saying that the person who contributed my
That's
genes
fun.
is not
He
responsible.
contributed to my genes. Is weird.
He's not responsible. I'm just not responsible
you.
for my upbringing.
Yeah.
He could be responsible in his own whatever he's doing.
Like me, I consider my mom my dad. Like I give her two roles. Like my mother is also my dad because like your dad is not just like the physical figure and the gender and everything. Like it's how you're brought up.
So when you come to the podcast, is water is like air and hydrogen mixed together.
Do you have a dad?
Sasa hawezi muuliza hivyo.
Sasa wewe,
Mko njaa nyinyi wote alafu namuuza huko njaa.
Mkona TV kwenyu.
Si wote tuko pamoja. So wacha mambo ya water, air, sijui nini.
Anyway, we're talking about
Nimewatch.
favorite. I think we finished talking about favorite pranks, no?
Yeah,
we're done.
So basically, we're talking about the last
The whole
episode,
show.
Sindio.
Yeah.
And we talked technically.
We don't want to spoil
Actually,
what's not out.
because if anyone has not watched it, now we've told them.
But it's different.
Too late.
We can, regardless of how
more
much we
reason
discuss
to
it, when
watch,
you watch it, it's different.
Yes, different.
I just
By the time
remember
this comes out, like I think people
on next
will
week Wednesday, they'll have watched
They'll
it.
have watched it.
Yeah, they'll have watched it. And the other episodes, please don't release them.
We can't.
don't release the other
don't
episodes.
release
Like especially the one for
let's take
Don't
a-
say which one. Don't spoil.
Let's take a break.
The one for where we were on that road, which
Just leave it out.
Yeah.
But the outfits,
Every 2 weeks.
the outfits were fire.
no, they were not.
I feel like Charisma would wear that on stage.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah?
Very true. Not this episode. No, that will.
Again.
We
Humiliation is.
Wait, how did we end up with POJI going fast? Because I remember POJI went into recording the pranks first, and then all of us went the reaction.
No, it's
room.
because POJI is the oldest, he's the most mature. So we wanted him to start.
Also because
One of
Heshima
that.
kwa wazee. I love
the
it.
least following, maybe. Maybe because I'm the least known.
The list none. Dude, you're about to be. I can't wait to see when POJI is famous. You know, it's been one day and that video is like at 35k views already. So by the time this episode is coming out,
Yeah.
No,
I can't wait for when guys you're working to quick mat and you
I
can't
feel
put
like
quick mat
POJI is
anymore.
worried about his day job.
Yeah.
Because he presents, serious. Lakini tunajua tu upuzi
Sisi tunajua tu the real.
But luckily, like, the day job is to present seriousness to create upuzikai.
In a way.
technically.
Technically,
Literally.
that's the job.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No, I'm not worried about my day job. I'm just worried about
Your reputation as
like why do I have to be
same person.
humiliated?
Dude, what can beat what POJI did in Sagana? Ile Agath and Roadhouse.
No, that's just him. We're talking about presenting. There's POJI, the person, and then there's performance, presentation.
Yeah.
How do you present yourself on your day-to-day?
I feel like Sagana didn't happen, so what are we talking
POJI,
about?
but
Sagana happened and was captured in 4K.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Auntie, did you watch it?
You are at
Why are we calling Mariah
Why?
auntie?
Yeah, why are we calling her auntie?
Nimtiaji. So,
Antiaji.
ni Antiaji. Let me find.
On a chemistry.
No, let me play you POJI in Sagana.
Why would you do that?
Don't worry, because I can. Auntie, it's not even long.
No,
That's
like
what she
seriously,
said.
why would you do that? Like, okay, so Sagana happened.
Presidential.
You wanna save me?
Yes, of course.
Mariah
Hold
has something to say. You actually kind of like
See you. Wait.
Contest ni kitu ya kutunyima.
So basically, we were. There we go. So they'd give us words on the spot, and we need to have a presidential address, and we have to use those words.
okay.
So
So disclaimer: before those words were given to me, Mwass had gotten me drunk.
no one cares about the
Mwass had
details.
gotten you a drink.
Yes.
The drink got you drunk.
No, Mwass got me drunk. So like I couldn't function and.
Umejitetea sana.
Umejitetea
Wacha
sana.
tusikie
Wacha
kwanza.
tusikie.
Hiyo disclaimer ni refu kuliko content.
Aya.
Oh.
So POJI's words were, Lami si lazima, lakini muturani lazima.
Okay.
Those are the words. Then now, this is POJI's presidential address.
We are gonna do this. Mimi kwanza ata. Why? See, that's why I said like a mistake kukachi. Okay, fine. Lami si lazima lakini mtura ni lazima. Mutura, the national delicacy. All about God. Kwa sababu bila God mtura haiwezi tengeneza lami. Na lami bila mtura haiwezi tengeneza roadhouse. Roadhouse tunakulanga lami na mtura. Tukienda roadhouse. Hi, Bwana Kuria. How are you? Yeah. No, he's talking to me. Like I'm special. So, mtura. So, says this mama. Mtura. Gut. Pia lami lazima iko na gut. Juu. Shoulder nini? Unajua ile shoulder nini ya lami? Unajua shoulder ni penye unaweza hepea juu kiwa niko na how many minutes?
POJI aliona ataja gut na African sausages.
What would happen if you go for like an important job interview and then they play you?
That's what I'm saying.
I will defend myself. Okay, so when I said shoulder, I meant the shoulder lane. Dijina lane ilinipotelea.
Auntie,
again, I blame you.
Be the judge. Genuinely, how can even help POJI?
No, he
Ata,
can't. Because
unablame
especially you're
ata
talking
aje
about Gathro, tena kidogo ati sisi mami, I'm like,
Okay,
And then, lami iliingilia wapi?
No, wait, ngoja. Imesema hapo hivyo. Okay, so mtura si must, but lami ni must.
Aya, so ulienda roadhouse kukula lami siku gani? Nani anakulanga lami?
Mtura, roadhouse.
Na lami ulikuwa unakula?
Okay, so lami ilingilia wapi kwa mtura?
See, we are the one who said
Si
it.
nyinyi mlimpatia hizo words.
You're supposed to be
Creative.
it makes sense.
But
But
Mwangi got
you
me
were
drunk.
you were just
Got
creative.
no one drunk. Me, I was part of the crew. I was being told kitisha kitu mpe.
Anyway, man. Huh?
Mwangi got
Is
us.
that-
That's my cup.
please, ataki lami na mutura hapa. None of that, please. Thank you.
So, but I feel like
Our setup, yeah?
no matter what we say about the show, I think the best way you can do is just watch the thing, because even us who make it most of the time,
Amkuangi sawa.
hatukuagi sawa sana na
Si sawa sana, sawa.
sawa. And I'm telling you, like, maybe I was watching the show and I was like, did this actually really happen? Because I was there, but some of the things I don't remember. So it's actually
Refreshing.
It's better if you just watch it yourself and make your own opinions about POJI.
What about POJI? I like the ending. What do you guys think of the quality now? Because you were there filming, but when you saw it,
The quality is nice. Someone told me like I look nice, and I think they were lying, but I just blamed the lighting. So, lighting guys,
It's the fake humility for
it's a
me.
fake
As
humility.
in,
Yeah.
Do you think POJI needs
we're not gonna
POJI needs
clap for
therapists.
lighting people.
therapists?
Zake sasa si lazima igawanyishwe.
no, you're not supposed to give him that one.
No, for the lighting guys.
Oh, for his fake humility.
Yeah, for his fake humility.
So
No.
at a colorist, fuck the colorist. Fuck the
Fuck
editor,
jurist.
Fuck jurist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the
He
party,
just
everyone
takes
else.
Just the lights.
Ojizo.
Just the lights.
Inachukua tu light moja.
Yeah, just the
I
lights.
just gave everyone their flowers, but you fuckers.
You just gave the lighting the
I know. You literally just said lighting.
It's my lighting guys.
Yeah.
I was told I used lighting as an excuse, but hey, okay, so production guys, like
Ankwebo mfinyie tu hiyo kitu. Wacha
I-
kujinyima.
Fuck up. Sir, POJI.
The couch was also
Shut the
nice.
fuck up.
Like a small chair we were
Ojizo
sitting.
mbona leo tuna volume? POJI.
The nigga shut the fuck up.
I've never had that one. I like that one.
Leo.
Loading.
This is OG Calligraph. His episode drops tomorrow. So, alikuwa anaambia nani hivyo? What happened to OG
don't
akasema
like
nigga
it.
shut
No,
the
he was
fuck up?
just saying like the way niggas be really doing the most
Oh yeah, nigga shot.
I don't like.
And some
I
niggas
don't
be
like
doing
that
the list.
Don't be lazy.
Like Poji. So Poji, we have a challenge for you. To redeem
Why me?
yourself with a presidential address. Just
Why me?
Because AYROSH asked his. AYROSH presidential address.
I am
was perfect.
protect wingine.
Did it ever flight? I hope it never flighted. Because maybe
We flighted it.
like my life is not the best, but it's okay. I don't want it to
And
be
I think
worse.
if AYROSH does it now, it will be the reverse of
Poji.
that time.
So do you want to redeem yourself?
No.
POJI.
Why would you start with me?
No, you're the only one
one.
doing it. Dude, did you see my presidential address? Everyone clapped for me when I was done. Everyone clapped for AYROSH. Everyone clapped for Charisma. And then Poji, everyone was on the floor. I'm lucky we even have the footage.
Hata cameraman.
Cameraman. Hata kuna parts tulisave face because cameraman alikuwa na move sana. Sawa.
So,
Oh God.
so am I about to embarrass myself again?
No.
You decide.
To 100,000 subscribers. 103.
So you maybe at top of 4.
You decide.
You decide.
Like I said, this is a humiliation.
It's
ritual
not.
for Chaxy, where he's getting kinks from making people look bad, and AYROSH does not give a shit.
No. It's just no. I understand where you're coming from. It's just that I really do not see Chaxy pleasing himself to our.
Why
content.
would you even think about Chaxy pleasing himself?
Chaxy?
Why would you try
Have
to
you been
that?
I
pleasing
don't mind
yourself?
this conversation. Let me just wear your head with it.
Have you been pleasing yourself,
Yeah,
Chaxy?
like
To his content.
Which content? He has content.
Akisema gaff.
Akisema gaff.
Have you been touching your mirror?
With your shoulders.
With my shoulders.
is that where the lamb is taking you?
The lamb is not taking me anywhere. Don't worry, I have better content if I need to please myself. Yeah. And see, aliwambia
Wait, is
Burna
it-
Boy,
is-
don't
is
need
it-
to please
St. John,
myself.
another shot.
St. John,
Wait,
there's-
is it the queen?
No. He mentioned it in the
Do
previous
you know?
episode.
Is it the queen?
Let me tell you, my favorite bar from Kalikatel 5 is when this rapper said that you may think I'm from New York the way I know Queens. Alikuwa na rap about my dame.
I know.
Yeah, iko.
Yeah.
Sinuyo wa
I get-
22 bed.
We know
carry
English.
22
Iko too.
BT.
Yeah, we understand English. Iko.
I mean, it's there.
Well, but I was talking
But
about
good
a
for you.
particular
Good
queen.
for you. Like you love
Everyone
it.
has
Sema
favorites.
kwa masikio.
Good for you. You go.
Sema tu.
We St. John, hebu tulia hapo.
This conversation is so funny because when you're recording the previous episode, Mariah alikuwa amesahau libam yake nyumbani. Chaxy akamwambia niko nayo kwa gari but iko karibu kuisha na ameshika.
No, it was a statement that he said after niipake.
I said something.
What did you say about herpes?
Because you said I hope you don't have herpes. Then I
Yeah.
said
Not
not yet. I'm not planning to get herpes. It's not like anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, lakini
No,
we
nimeisha.
digress.
Ushaisha
I feel like
vaccine
we're
hapa.
digressing a lot. Ama ni mimi tu.
Uko sawa?
Ama ndio mimi sijakuja sasa. mic check for
Suli sema hii ni podcast.
Oh,
People
sawa.
just
They just talk.
Yeah. Sawa Poji. So your
Redeem
your
yourself,
words
please.
your words are big loans.
Big what?
Big loans.
Big loans. Like kuomba. Kutoka bank. Big loans.
Small chest.
Small chest.
Everlasting money.
Big loans. Small chest. Everlasting money.
You have 1 minute.
It sounds a bit sexual. I don't know why.
sounds like a
Hakuna
Big
gap.
loans.
Small chest.
Small chest. Everlasting money. So I don't want to be in debt in big loans.
Have you started?
Yeah. Kwani, what am I doing?
See a presidential.
It's a presidential. You have to be presidential.
Okay, so mabibi na mabwana.
Machaji na manyonyo is.
Chaxy jamani bibi mabwana.
What?
Alafu tuko na Mariah.
Big loans na.
Big loans, big chest.
Small chest. Achana na mambo unaambia
Big
mkono
loans,
unasema
small
thighs.
chest.
Everlasting
money. Sasa leo serikali imeomba pesa yetu, imetupatia big loan. tukapata kifua ndogo kama ya Chaxy, small chest. Alafu Mungu wetu akatuambia msiogope, kwa sababu AYROSH atatuondolea zote loan zetu. Ilikuwa nini?
Everlasting money.
Everlasting money itatoka kwa Chaxy, no kwa AYROSH, kwa sababu yeye mtumbaji mwetu.
Unasema mtombaji?
You decide.
Mtombaji unajua unamaanisha nini Kadinya?
Mtungaji.
No, si mtungaji.
Mtu wa?
Okay, AYROSH atatondolea loan zetu. That was bad.
That was horrible.
What is the opposite of clap?
Yani
That was bad.
acha tu, let me give Poji.
The nigga shut the fuck up.
Poji, that was so bad.
No, that was horrible.
No. You never tell presidents that their speeches are bad or shit like that.
It was
I feel like you guys created this thing so
Who's
that
you
you can
guys?
use that drop.
Who's you guys?
Really.
Poji, that was so bad.
No, I think that was horrendous.
Even me, I knew it
Yeah,
was
it
bad.
was
Like
so-
I'm,
Absolutely
You
atrocious.
ambushed me.
That was ugly.
And also,
Hey,
and the profanity is not presidential.
Yeah.
Mariah karibu
So
tumie
much
synonym
profanity.
zote za bad.
Nasidio, it's horrendous. It's
Like,
atrocious.
would you vote for this president? Would you vote for this president?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
I mean, it's not the
let's play.
first
I was ambushed. Like
But you did
I
your best.
mean,
You
kama
did,
Saxon.
you did your
yeah.
best. And,
Poji yako
you did your
na
best.
Poji yako
Jali.
And
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
and it's not the first time.
Utawa.
okay, you
See,
do
who's your
it.
guy?
You do it.
Maybe I aced mine.
No, you do it.
I aced mine.
No, you do it. You do it.
I'm not doing it. I aced mine.
No, you do it.
I asked
Imagine
mine.
you had the Mwakenya,
Poji,
you had the
let me ask you, how many people are sat here?
You had the
How many
shit.
people are sat here?
so okay, me, I have a solution to this problem. I want Mwass to give you 3 words and you make a presidential.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then until you give AYROSH
No,
again 3
am I
words,
part of
and he
your
has to
feet?
make you'll give
words.
AYROSH 3 words to
Sawa,
make an in.
sawa.
I was
One
not
thing.
saying I.
Let's go.
3 random words.
Let's
Let him
go.
make a presidential speech.
Sawa.
I got you.
Presidential speech. 3 words.
Give him.
Acha
3 words.
kuoverthink.
Mahindi. Wahindi.
Maini.
Mahindi wa hindi
Na keg.
na keg. Let's go. All right. When is today?
Wacha mambo mingi.
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
All right. I want this to go on record. 22nd of March, 2025. As I stand before you to speak to you about my manifesto. One, I want to start by saying that serikali yangu ita recognize Wahindi as official citizens of this country.
They're not recognized. Oh.
Wewe nyamaza.
We are for 2013.
What was the last word?
Mahindi.
Mihindi, Wahindi.
Mahindi.
The last word.
Keg.
Okay, yeah. I recognize Wahindi as official citizens of this country. And that means when I get in office, we'll have 45 tribes in Kenya now. So Wahindi wote nimesikia shida zenu, zimenifikia, we will deal with that. Also in my manifesto, I understand how important agriculture is for this country. I know we've been doing very badly. We've been doing very badly. And my government will ensure that we subsidize fertilizer. Kwa sababu mahindi ni kitu cha muhimu sana kwa hii nchi yetu. So all those silos that are lying empty in this country, we'll refurbish all of them. We'll get them up and working. We want to see all farmers do what? That kind of thing. Haya. Pia watu wa sherehe, sijawasahau vijana wangu niko na nyinyi. Najua sherehe ni muhimu. Sometimes it gets hectic. It's nice to unwind. Mimi kama president wenu pia, mnajua huko Thursdays, Excess Millionaires, munipate, bubbly, tingiza 1, 2, 3 kakienda. So, this is what my government will do. We're going to reduce the taxes on kegs. We want kegs to be very affordable. Watu, wenye wanataka kulewa, we want them to have quality alcohol. Those are the 3 main promises that I'll make come 8th August.
I give it
I have a question.
strong 2 out of 5.
So
Are you all the words?
You have my vote.
Thank you.
so my name is
Umefinya the wrong button.
Wait, Poji.
The nigga shut the fuck up.
so my name is Collins. I am from Checkmate's distributed networks.
Checkmate's
And,
County.
Checkmate's County. And I'd like to have a question. How will you assure us that the number 1, the fertilizer will not be fake? And number 2, why do you want to take cake to places that the people who love cake will not access it? Instead, why can't you just tap it into our houses as we asked you initially.
Hey.
So, very quickly. One,
cake
on the fertilizer, I cannot assure you that it won't be fake. All I can do is let's hope and pray that all the fertilizer that comes in is original. But on the issue on kegs being available in the houses, I want you to know that you'll have 2 taps. Moja ni ya maji, ingine ni ya keg.
Hey.
6 p.m. the same day I'll be elected in office. 6 p.m. Nitakuwa na tap ya keg kwa nyumba. Na nitakuwa nimetenga.
Umse abambi.
Ay, POJI.
The nigga shut the fuck up.
I feel like that drop is so wrong for a podcast. You cannot call someone to a podcast and then say that nigga. What are you saying?
You know what I think you should do? You should call OG. Could you please say POJI shut the fuck up? and then you record it. Give it to Ernest. Chop it.
So even when it's a random guest, if you have to POJI shut the fuck up, well, like you are the POJI today.
I'm like, what's a POJI? A POJI is just a nigga who needs to shut the fuck up.
But that's I like the definition. It POJI is a nigga that just needs to shut up. I have 3 words for Rogo.
Cheque, POJI.
Auntie, 3 words for Rogo.
Gaff.
Bucket.
Bucket.
Yes, bucket.
Hey, please don't mention my dad.
Oh my God.
That nigga has been peacefully resting in a better place.
In a good place.
Amepata promotion man.
You don't know what better is. Better than what?
Usa do by this stand up comedian. No, anaweza kwa stand up comedian. Full circle, nimerudi.
Can your dad do stand?
What?
Yo.
Guys, see we behave.
Back to you.
Yeah, I do be like that. Bucket, tender, and butchery.
Ooh, I like those.
Bucket, tender, and butchery. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of this
Good
great
evening,
nation.
Mr. Erangel.
Yeah, good evening in this great nation of our great Republic of Kenya. As I had mentioned in my manifesto, I have buckets of things that I want to do for you citizens, which we are planning and we are continuing to plan and we'll be planning for a while. And as you understand, given the state of the economy, which we are planning to improve in the planning future, butcheries are in our agenda. Butcheries, yes? Butcheries are in our agenda, and we are planning that butcheries will be butcheries and they will be butchering the things that butcheries need to be butcheries, to be butchering.
Nigga, shut the fuck up, zingekuwa kaa saba.
That being said, what was the last one? Yes. And in the planning process of these butcheries of our great nation, we have bucket
AYROSH,
loads.
just a sec.
The nigga shut the
This guy.
What the fuck are you saying?
I'm greeting you from this great nation of this great country of this great.
Butchering the butcher of the butcher is not the butcher. What
Yeah,
the
if
butcher?
you're planning for the planning and
For
the
the
planning for the
planning
future planning.
Yes. As in, the problem with the way
Tilt his mic.
the problem with the way my critics keep speaking is they don't understand the importance of planning, and that's what I would like also to address. That people who do not know how to plan, they will not be accessing the buckets of tenders that I am going to plan and send your way. Because as I keep saying, in this great nation, we have a plan to uplift
Butcheries. Every butchery.
every person who likes butcheries. Yes. Thank you very much.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Wakenya hoye!
Hoye!
First and foremost,
Mkenya
guys were given
No, me in Uganda, just so you
God,
know.
why were people given words and then I was given sentences?
What's the difference?
Bitch, you don't know what a word and a sentence is?
I know the difference, but does it make any difference for you? Okay, Auntie, give him words.
No, I've already embarrassed myself.
Can we give you words of affirmation?
Please, Thank you.
It's gonna be alright.
Yeah, you're enough.
You're enough.
You're enough.
Not enough is the worst.
Anyway,
I've just noticed POJI socks are written "Help me."
Now this is
and the
sick.
battery's on red. And the battery's on red.
I'll take a picture of this. This is crazy.
Giving it, I don't want to be
I
here.
don't want to be here, man. I told you, POJI, everywhere you go, he's just like, I don't know why I'm here. I do not want to be here.
Every time Chaxy says something and I know what.
Help me.
And what are your socks written?
I have a dark joke, but let me not
Just
say
say it. Say it before we find out if AYROSH is wearing socks.
no.
I have socks.
I can't say it, guys. I don't want to be Mwass.
And is
No, imagine it's a
I have.
Are you
undies,
sure?
I
But
know,
I'm not
I know
gonna show you.
exactly what you want to say.
What?
That's what his dad's leg said.
Exactly.
shout out to Martin, man.
Hey, Macho, wherever you are.
Shout out to Martin.
Shout out to Matt.
Pia jina umeshorten.
Now we are all going to hell. We are all going to hell. I can't.
Okay, let's play again.
It's like he walks straight into it.
Hey, damn. No, seriously.
Yeah, sure.
Seriously.
I hope he never says this.
Now we hope so too.
And if he does it, I hope he can
Stand on business.
Both of you. And you hope he can walk past this. You hope he can stand on business.
Ama itakuwa stand on biz.
Shorten the biz.
Mnafanya irongo maybe say unakuwa gospel artist.
Me, I'm done. Me, I'm done.
You and me have exhausted them.
Stop laughing.
Yeah,
My,
no, Martin will love it.
Mato.
I have a game.
Okay.
Hiyo anaweza kimbia.
Bruh. Oh my gosh.
Yaani mnasema hizi ondoke ngori.
Hey Lord.
My lord.
okay, tukanyagie story juu. Yes. Okay, now we're done.
Mtu anafichaje? Na irongo ana struggle between kuficha uso na kushikilia tequila.
My goodness. Hey.
But you should take each step with stride.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next.
So in this game, you can only pick one
Okay.
option. Be rich but work all the time, or be broke but always free.
Ni ngumu.
Rich, but work all the time.
I mean, I feel like I'm already doing it. I'd rather
Be broke and be free.
see. I'm already broken free.
You'd rather maintain the status quo.
Be rich and
Be rich
And
but work all the time, or be broke but always free.
Be rich and work all the time.
work all the time would be what?
Yani tu wewe unanga free time.
Uko na do mingi but uko busy.
Uko hapa kule kama lakini
Nani ungekuwa hapa?
ungekuwa kule kama
I think I'd rather be rich and
Work all the time.
Yeah.
Than be broke and free.
Hey.
I'd also rather be rich and work all the time.
True.
Kwa broke na free ni mbaya juu sasa when you're free you need to look for something to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you're just broke.
When
What
you're
want?
broke, hapana.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Can I ask why you're asking us these questions?
Yeah, I'm working on the next Misfix episode. The idea, yeah.
YouTube.
Netflix or YouTube? YouTube for you?
YouTube.
YouTube for me as well. POJI?
YouTube.
I mean, I'll go with Netflix because YouTube has been trying to force me to pay for YouTube Premium.
But you're paying for Netflix.
But you're paying. It's 100 bob. It's 400.
400 bob.
And how much is Netflix? 1100.
1200.
I don't know.
Mwass, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, I mean, I'll go with Netflix.
Me YouTube, bro.
I mean,
What are you doing? YouTube has everything.
Variety.
Yeah. Netflix is so limiting. You can't watch movies every day with a choker. YouTube, I can watch music. I can
Netflix
watch
has more things
stand-up.
than movies. There's documentaries.
I can watch your music videos on YouTube.
Yeah. But also, there's even short films I can watch on YouTube. There's so much I can't find
There's
on
variety.
Netflix that I
There's
can find on
nothing,
YouTube.
there's nothing you can find on YouTube you can't find on TikTok. And
We say Netflix or
Where
YouTube.
does TikTok come from here?
It may come from the tactical. Umekata hiyo.
Yeah, it has refused. Let it go.
no, I'm just saying
Wait, POJI.
the view experience on Netflix is
Umeshorten mpaka hiyo.
the view experience on Netflix is better because there's all these ads. Consider this whole thing about you give me ads, then you ask me do I like the ads, and then you ask me to pay if I don't like the ads. Then why are you showing? If you know I don't want to pay for the to see the ads, why are you showing me the ads? Just
So,
give me the
how
content.
do you want us to
To
make
make money, truly.
Like people like us. Who? Even us. This is going to sit on YouTube.
How's MSFX gonna make money?
Yeah, how is MSFX going to make money?
How is MSFX going? MSFX is gonna make money because we are planning and we have
To
bucket
be
loads of tenders.
Poor and have a lot of time.
Yeah,
I know.
we are gonna make money anyway. Money will come.
Okay, your argument on Netflix is not strong.
Truly.
No, my argument of Netflix is that I like long form formats, and I
Mic check.
yes, like Mic Check. I like documentaries.
You know, you can
like
have
movies.
those both on YouTube and.
But I do
Yeah.
not like being.
Right.
I do not like being. I just find the YouTube a bit annoying. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so if I paid premium
For
you,
me, there's this one song called Harry by a guy called Manalo. I would stream it 24/7.
It's a good song.
You know it?
No.
Manolo,
I would assume.
gospel singer.
Gospel singer. He has a song called Harry. I would stream it.
how does it go?
Sing it. Are you gonna sing it?
It says something about Ganji.
No,
And
okay.
somebody Mungu akisema kipofu aone atakesha na movies kwa hao. Says something like that. Love the song. Atakesha na movie kwa couch. Those are the lyrics.
I can see the CBD behind that bar.
I know.
Are you gonna
Anyway.
sing it?
He just.
I've forgotten how
he
to
spoke
sing
the
it,
word.
and I usually sing it all the time. No, I'm thinking about another gospel song. Je ni nani wa kufananishwa na wewe? Forget it, guys. Yeah, I'll sing it, but I will remember. I'll remember to sing. I'll sing that song
Before we close. So we'll close with this singing that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you better remember now. Because anyway, you need it for that church you're opening with. So you said you'll do you'll do
Need
You know,
worshiper.
you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you guys. If I open the church, it will be one of the latest church on the planet.
Stop threatening us with a good time.
And you see what I'm talking
You know,
about?
I just remember you saying it. Unajua, when you open a church week, hatuwezi kosa watu. Mtu is like, hatuwezi kosa watu wa 20. I'm like, wow.
Hiyo sadaka kila mtu akitoa 10 bob.
And me know how to do a show.
What are you gonna do with your nini? Sadaka?
Sadaka. I'm planning on planning things with it.
For the plan
Now,
future.
you talk about longevity ndio hiyo. Church yako itakuwa BYOB.
Strategy mtu wangu. I've been planning things, man.
Yeah.
Will church yako itakuwa BYOB.
Of course.
Bring your own Bible.
Nilikuwa niko like,
Ulikuwa like, not a bad idea.
it's not a bad idea. I was about to pull a Muiruri on you, like, it's a
Concept.
and
It's interesting.
That's a good start. That's an interesting way of thinking. But I do know there's a church. I read about a church in South Africa that actually serves alcohol.
We've covered it.
Alcohol,
We've covered it here before.
Oh, you've covered it.
Yeah, you can bring your own booze.
Me now family functions in Shags like.
And can you imagine, people are looking for the spirit and then they bring their own spirits as
Yeah.
well. That would
Hey.
be a
Yeah.
thing.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Spirit.
Spirit!
Last one, get on a
We should
bass.
play that song with him.
What, by Questa?
Quest.
Yeah, I'll play it after.
Big
Play it for you.
tune.
Last one. Money or love?
Hey, love for money.
You have to pick one.
Money to get love.
Money or love? You can pick one.
Hey, money.
Mbesha.
Me, I'll make my own money. Me, I'll choose. I'll choose love.
Hakuna
course.
hakuna
Outside
mahali I'll do it,
option.
yani, chagua moja.
Yeah. Like, you go right to all the money you possibly want.
Money.
You go left, all the love, no money. Money.
Me, I feel like the universe is a bank.
Dude,
Unaona
you
ule
are supposed to
tulikuwa
pick
unasema
one.
hiyo ule alikuwa anaitwa motivational speaker mwenye alikuwa
Pepe Minambo.
Pepe Minambo. Sasa wewe ndio Pepe
Yeah, me,
Minambo.
I'll choose love because love will come with everything. Maybe love for money, love for humans.
Just give me the money.
So money, you?
Realistically, I would choose money.
Okay.
Naitwa Mwangi.
For sure. Me, I'd also pick money.
Me any day.
Yeah. I'd pick
Then
money.
the money will bring all the niggas. Woohoo!
Money has never attracted niggas.
Hey, have you seen niggas in the club?
You have money.
Oh, yeah.
Just not enough.
Yeah, to attract the niggas I want.
But one day, we keep praying for you, auntie. You know,
Start by paying my
just
debt.
don't-
That will
I don't
be a
understand
start.
this anti-business.
the auntie business. Why don't you understand it?
I don't know. It's just strange.
She doesn't look like an aunt.
No, it's just strange. Okay. Auntie.
Yeah.
Sini auntie even...
When it rolls out of your tongue, it doesn't feel like
No.
it's weird.
Like, I'm so used to
No,
calling her
not
auntie.
at
That's
all.
it.
It's been happening for me as long as I've known you two.
Yeah.
They've been
Sini
saying
auntie.
Hata uncle.
Okay, I guess.
But many
Kwani uko na wivu? Do you have aunts?
Kuzo.
I'm on a pictures.
Mwite Kuzo.
I have aunts. I have aunts. Yeah. I have aunts.
Mbona like me don't get it. What's so weird?
Because I mean, your aunties work a certain way, probably.
It's giving what?
Abuse.
Wewe sasa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uko sawa? Do you need us to call Baba Mwangi?
To
Akuongeleshe.
heal some wounds.
Yeah.
You know, like how people go to church and they call their pastors Baba,
Never.
Mama.
It's not.
No.
It's
Never.
not one
You
of
guys
us.
go to church?
Yeah.
Some people do. Mariah goes every now and again.
No, I go every Sunday.
Even last Sunday.
Last Sunday is Kwenda, but
So
I watch the service
every-
online.
so what is your understanding of the word
every?
This is the same people what was the lie she told on the promo that we did?
No. She even said...
Even BN.
No. She
Instagram.
said, I've been to every Burna Boy concert.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
except the one in
That
Coast.
was like she's been to every Burna Boy concert in Kenya, but she said every Burna
Even
Boy.
Burna Boy has never been to every Burna Boy.
Except the
Even
one in
Barna Boy
Coast.
hasn't been to some of the concerts of Barna that she's been at.
What the thing we were recording up at Chini and then we all burst out laughing.
Which thing?
There's a
When?
promo we were recording and then she said something.
When?
You even called your friend to confirm. Was it about working out every day or something?
Oh yeah, it was on the pod.
You people actually believe Bev. Get
Of course.
serious. Anyway, proceed.
Yeah. Anyway, what's going on in your lives apart from Misfix? And of course, are you kwanza roho imepana?
Roho yangu haiwezi pona. Like, see, life keeps hurting you. Like, well,
Let me pat you on the back. It's okay, bro. Shall be well.
That is a part.
Amekata kumove. I didn't have space.
you, what's going on in your life?
Sasa, see, I'll tell you. No, genuinely.
No. Like,
Yeah.
life is life. Like, you know, like you do your best and hope for the best.
A Kodom music tonight?
Hmm?
Kodom music tonight?
Tonight I can't do music order. I think I'm gonna. What are you doing? Me, I'm loose. I'm loose for either.
Kwanza nilimuuliza what's going on in your life.
Chukua highway. Hata usikie hizo story.
I'll tell you. You Irogo.
What's going on in my life?
Yeah. What's up?
Me, I'm going above and beyond.
What answers are these, man?
Politician.
I'm going above and beyond.
Right?
What are these answers?
Creatives know how to answer this shit.
Yeah. I'm thankful for where I am in
For going
and also
over and
for yeah, because as I told you, I have been planning
to go over and above.
to go
We are back
over
to
and
planning.
above.
Planning about to make a plan.
Yes. There's
go over and
there's a
beyond.
lot of planning. So, but in more specific terms, I feel like I'm in a very good place. I think it's an age thing where you feel comfortable in your own skin.
Over and above.
Over and above. I feel like I'm growing as an individual, as a person. I feel like I'm in a better place in my relationships, in my life, like in my friendships, in my, romantic relationships, whatever. I feel like I have.
Romantic
I know exactly. I feel like I know.
If you don't affirm this thing on that pod,
I love our romantic relationships.
Plural, yeah. I feel like for the first time in a long
POJI,
time,
can you hear?
I have a clear.
we call it that after here.
I know. If I was to speak about my music, I feel like I know the kind of music I want to make.
Nigga, when is the last time you even put out anything?
I put out anything maybe might be last year, but I recorded like the other day. We did a song with a guy called Ade Prince.
I'd like
Check
that.
it out. So as I say, I'm going above and beyond.
And you're planning.
And I'm planning
To go
For the plan.
Above and beyond.
Inside
Yeah.
the bucket.
Go wide
Next to the
above.
butcher.
Yeah.
not the
Next-
bucket again.
There's something else I wanted to say. I have also become more appreciative of having conversations with like older dudes. I don't know.
Why were you talking to POJI?
Exactly for exactly the same reasons. Like hanging out with like people in their 50s, like POJI. It's becoming. I've started enjoying something like that. So that's where I am in my life. Like I feel like I'm in a very good place.
Okay.
Yeah. I know Lukonda can say kitu ujinga, but
Wewe umesema kitu ya maana. Huyu.
I said something senseful. Like,
What did you say?
I said like
Senseful is a word.
It's not, but it's POJI. Anything
I
works.
think it is.
Sensible.
It's sensible, not
I think it
sensible.
was sensible.
Hey, senseful ni. Even ni creative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sawa, so do you want to take it ama tuendelee?
No, like I said, you have to take every day at a time. Like I don't look too far or too back to kind of like figure out where I'm at in life. So lately life has humbled me because like I've realized life comes and goes. Like my grandma is in Hosi and everything. So there's a realization where you figure out, do you care about the superficial things or the shallow things, or do you just want to celebrate your life where you're at? So that's where I'm at.
Champagne mode.
Champagne mode.
I like that. We were discussing earlier about, just before I forget, the Super Metro issue. Do you guys think that the government who have in charge overreacted?
Come again?
We were discussing earlier ile issue of Super Metro. Do you guys think that the government or the guys in charge overreacted?
By doing what? What did they do?
So basically, someone got murdered.
I know that. I know that story.
And then they
put their license on hold.
yeah, for the entire operation.
Circle.
Yeah, but that's standard procedure, no? That's what they do. It's nothing new.
Yeah, I feel like
And I think the argument is not, was it the right course of action? Is it a fair?
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's 100% justified. I think in my opinion, because I believe when the SACCOs were introduced was because it was very hard to, matatus are many and people are many, right? So it's more of collective punishment, so that if you do. And I'm not saying it's always a good thing, yeah. But I think that's the overarching idea that it's collective punishment. So if somebody in your circle makes a mistake, then it's collective punishment. So what happens is that now you guys in the circle, you guys in that group, sort of self-manage, so that you guys none of your people does crazy stuff. So of course, and that being said, so if you're in a circle, it's like a company. So if somebody dies, come on, who is going to be held responsible? It's the circle. The circle knows the bus, the circle knows the driver, the circle knows the conductor. So they can, I feel like, yeah,
So my question is...
I think it's like your folks punishing, like if you're 3 siblings, like one of you has to be punished for the rest of them to learn a lesson.
But in this case now, all of you are being punished. Yeah. So okay,
but like I'm for you.
So
guys.
I'm telling you, it's
with the context.
It's a scare tactic, but I think in these cases, I think
loss of
it
life.
should be. It's kind of is. I feel like I'm using the wrong ones. I run the risk of being misquoted. But all I'm saying is, the reason there are SACCOs is so that the SACCOs can manage themselves properly, right? So a mistake by one is a mistake by all.
That's what I'm saying. So how does that even make sense?
Is that a fair way?
So
of
my
looking
question,
at
because
things,
think about this.
It is 100%.
It's SACCOs, yes, but then those cars are not they're not owned by one person. You can now buy your own car and register with Super Metro, because as well you have to be under a SACCO to operate a PSV.
Yes.
Now, imagine all of us on different matatus in Super Metro.
Yes.
Matatu AYROSH, the conductor threw someone out of the bus and someone died. Then now all of us who have nothing to do with that incident are being stopped from doing business when you can hold AYROSH and his bus and his people accountable.
Yes. So you're saying the right
Pass
thing.
the audience back.
I think you're saying the right thing, and I agree with you. The person who made the mistake should be held accountable. Number one, that is true. But what I'm saying is that the reason the SACCOs exist is so that they can be accountable themselves.
we are
things
together
like that.
there.
We are there together.
So that things like that do not happen. So this goes back to. So the SACCO goes back into who are you hiring as drivers? Who are you hiring as conductors? Have you maybe
So who's
compliance?
keeping who in check?
Who is keeping who in check? Because now we cannot go policing everyone, but the SACCO itself can manage itself in such a
so
way
you're
that
basically not doing your work when something comes up now.
No,
now you overhaul everything.
But you see, like
No,
I'm
that's
going to
not
do your
what
job.
I am
See, like
saying.
you can't keep everyone in check. You just have to do your best. So you have to have a standard where you're like, you know what, guys, let's not throw people outside of the bus.
For sure, I agree.
No, so like when the SACCO feels the pressure, then it will put the pressure on individuals for them to know that,
align.
you know what, like, hey guys, like whatever decisions or whatever mistakes you guys make, it affects everyone. So
You think about the policy like this. Before, every driver, you have a matatu, you can afford to buy a matatu, you put it on the road. It goes. You're the only one, you're the point of contact, isn't it? Now, it's easier to have a SACCO as the point of contact. So, instead of the government going after, and I have no way defending, but I think I like the policy because it makes sense to me. That instead of, he has a matatu iko kwa barabara, you have a matatu iko kwa barabara, and like you have a car, it's on the road, right? If you make a mistake, the government comes for you, whatever, the NTSA comes for you, sindio? But these are many matatus. It's a lot of logistics to go after each individual. So the government says, the policy comes and says, let's put matatus in SACCOs. You have to join a SACCO. So that if there's a mistake by a certain SACCO, we go after. My boy, can you still SACCO?
No, go sawa.
So you go after. It's just easier to go after the SACCO.
To access the car.
No, not to access
particular
the car. Not to access
the SACCO should ideally say it was car number XYZ.
And these are the details of everyone else
this is
involved.
what happened. This is the statement.
So telling the SACCO now you can't operate and run. Because, okay, my point is,
But you see, like,
also people
for
are
the
adults
government
and
to-
people make mistakes.
For the government to go after a SACCO, that means there has been repetitive, it's been happening over and over and over and over. For them to put pressure on a SACCO.
Is that an assumption or that's a fact?
No,
It's been happening over and over.
I'm assuming there's no way you would clamp down on an organization because of one incident. You'd have to have had a record.
Okay, I don't know of other incidences. I just know of this.
So
one
for me,
incident.
I'm thinking look, Chaxy, if you owned a JAV, like a matatu and everything, and you have casual laborers or casual workers and everything, like they come and go. So you can't keep track of maybe the people you employ, like maybe Kanges, because those guys go for the money or for the job they want. So there's no way the government will find that person who threw out the person from.
I get that. We're not disputing that. All we're saying is, considering that these matatus are not owned by the same people, but they're operated by this circle. So, because of a mistake of an individual person or matatu, saying that the entire organization can't work, then to me that's what I'm saying. I think there's a fundamentally
you know what you're saying.
there.
It's like if you were in a road accident, then traffic laws should only apply to individual people.
POJI, I don't think you're saying the same thing.
But they do apply to individuals.
Yeah. Like sasa mimi, like so easy on the road. If I make a traffic offense, what does it have to do with you? So okay, me I have a traffic offense.
But you see, like
I've been arrested, and then now you can't use.
There's a law. There has to be a law that governs.
Guys,
The question is that law just?
Can I close this? I'd like to finish because Maria is about to die. Nini,
she'll be on
all
the
I'm saying
last 30
is,
minutes.
the circles are there to manage the traffic in their circles, isn't it? And they need to have policies and that make sure that the passengers are safe, right? It's the responsibility of the circles to make sure the passengers are safe, right? So, if you think of the circle as a company that owns a lot of cars, if one of those cars causes injury to a passenger, it's the responsibility of the circle to provide an explanation as to why a passenger using the circle services was injured or
Agreed.
died.
Till there, agreed.
Okay?
100%,
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So, we understand that, of course, there's details. Of course, there's details, like this person was in this car X, blah, blah, blah. But it's the responsibility of the circle to explain
Agreed. Till there,
why
agreed.
did this person die. So,
Agreed.
I understand the decision why I would suspend the circle until they
Get their shit together.
Get their shit together. So I understand that that logic.
That's the logic.
So I think the question then begs, is it a bit too stringent for even the guys who are not involved?
Of course, they're not involved, but now you see, now moving forward, those guys will be like,
Yeah, like
I don't want.
it's
How?
like
You are shareholders.
Mwangi,
If
no.
you are a shareholder in a company,
No,
you'll
no,
be
like,
like,
if you're employed,
can you get your stuff together?
if you're employed and then someone messes up, someone fucks up, and then all of
the
you,
whole department.
Yes, all of you get pressure.
Yeah.
What does that do to you? It makes you tell the other person who's been fucking up.
Nah, nigga. Me, if my boss put me, if I was called in for a mistake that someone did because we're in the same department and I have nothing to do with it, in 2025, I'd also look at you stupid.
Yeah.
But what does
Because I'm like, so, because you see, I can't control what you'll do, POJI.
But you see, like what it's saying,
No,
like
it's not about it's not about control.
Okay,
it's about holding
it's
each
about
other
the
accountable.
It's holding each other
possibility. It's
accountable.
about
So
the policies you put in place.
my question is, in this circle, all of us have vehicles. It doesn't mean we even know each other.
Exactly.
So now,
That's true.
when you fuck up and I have no control over you fucking up, you should be held accountable. Leave me out of it.
But
Absolutely.
unfortunately,
but now,
you do have
because
control,
you're fucking
because
up,
you're in a circle.
now your foolishness is affecting my bread. I will also now take that.
No.
Yes.
What?
Actually,
No,
actually.
yeah,
What?
actually,
Yeah.
yes.
So easy.
Yeah.
So easy if I have one bus with Spametro, now I have to go to Spametro and ask to know all the owners of the other buses.
No,
not
All
all
of
of them.
Put
Wait,
them in
Kwenda.
checks.
You'll all hold each other accountable
How?
to ensure
Tell me how.
nobody fucks
Tell me how
up.
a fleet that has thousands
I'm
of
not.
cars,
I'm not
how are we
asking
going
you
hold
to know
ourselves
all the
accountable?
owners of the fleet of the circle. I'm asking you to take responsibility of how the circle is run. So what are the policies in place?
Can I give you a good example? Like, so let's say in your organization, people are maybe drinking and dropping the ball. And now the department has to decide, like, hey, do we put laws to stop people from drinking while they're working, or do we talk to individual people? If you talk to individual people, that person might change, but someone else might start drinking when they're working on the job. So if you put a law where you say, like, guys, stop drinking while you're working, then it puts pressure on everyone to tell that person who's been drinking to stop drinking while they're working. Because, you know what? If I tell that person who's been drinking while they're working, they might stop. Then someone else might start drinking when they're working. So, but if you put the pressure on the department, then you yourself, you'll be like, you know what? I'm getting pressure because of your nonsense. So you stop doing that shit because you're affecting my drinking or whatever it is.
But this is not how this was handled, because they just disbanded the
I'm
license.
just giving an example.
Alafu, if you have a Super Metro car and it was found in the road, it was impounded.
Yeah. Me, I'm telling you, it was, to me, I feel like they overreacted. The correct measure is definitely hold the SACCO accountable, hold the bus accountable. But saying that now all the other ones, how can't go to work?
Allow me to clarify. So I don't think it's fair for all the bus owners who were not involved in the incident.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
But is it necessary? Yes. Why? Because all of you need to hold each other accountable.
Exactly.
If there was a death,
If you need to hold each other accountable for the decision you make on the roads, especially because you carry passengers.
like
You're not carrying yourself. You carry.
also like no, Chaxy,
It's not fair.
You
but
see,
it's necessary.
pause. This has just come in 29 minutes ago. Metro Trans Sacco has suspended its services to conduct a sensitization program for its drivers, conductors, and staff today.
Exactly.
All operations to resume on Sunday, 23rd March.
You
You
see?
don't think they're doing that
Those are
under duress?
They're doing it under duress, but
Yeah.
you as an owner of a bus in that circle should be asking, do you have policies? Do you have trainings? Do you have sensibility, whatever? Do you have people who don't have
So
issues?
my
Do you have
question is-
angry conductors? Do you conduct, do you give them therapy?
So the guys-
do you give them on mental health month? Do you give them a break to go and deal with their mental
they are
health?
not
issues?
gonna get that.
So then,
just
because you see, I feel like we are not fixing anything because we are just reacting to things. Sometimes it's necessary to react. I agree with you, but then if there's checks that are not done in the first place, then why are they even operating? Like, if there's all these problems there, then the guys who are telling them now you can't operate should make sure that before these buses get on the road, all these checks are done.
But you see,
So we can't be a society that reacts, because reacting means the damage is done already.
Yeah. But
so as you're constantly reacting.
but you learn on the job. Now the Metro Sacco has learned. Maybe they have learned.
Yeah.
So moving forward, they will
They'll do
they will
better.
do better.
Is it the most efficient way to handle
It's not.
situations?
My guys,
No,
we
but
live in
it needs to be done,
we
it
live
needs
in
to
a
be done.
third world country.
Solutions.
I don't know how many times I
Goddamn.
keep saying we live in a third
So
world
as much as we
country.
live in a third world country, some
No, it's not
things
even a
are
third world
not
country. It's
complicated.
like, sometimes we come up with solutions as we face the problem.
As we face
Yeah.
the problem.
Anyway,
Ama mnataka tu tuendelee kuplan. We
Then
can
what
keep
did you wanna
planning.
say?
Planning for the future ahead.
I was to ask, are those drivers and conductors hired by the company or the drivers or the owners of the vehicles? Because if they're being employed by the company, it's the company that takes the fault.
definitely.
But if I have my vehicle there, I shouldn't be liable for what the driver...
What I do with my car.
No, it's my car, yes, but I'm not liable for the conductors and the drivers. It's
The company
It's
liable.
the company liable, because think about the the one who was owning the vehicle. He doesn't have to go down because the drivers are employed by the company.
Nah, I hear you. To me, I just feel like some measures are necessary, but some are just
Like maybe
extreme for
some
no reason.
vetting.
Like sometimes it's like someone wants to just prove a point.
No, me, I feel like maybe some vetting needs to happen from whether you want to come from the circle's angle or from you as an individual employer. Like you have to do vetting to know like what kind of a person am I employing, so that who the hell just
But those
wants to
pre-checks
throw
should be
someone
there in
out of
place,
a
though.
bus?
The pre-check should be there prior even.
That's what I'm saying. Like Chaxy, like.
The system is just fucked up. Kwanza,
No,
the
no,
system doesn't
forget-
work.
forget the
They
system.
get away with so many things. Buses are in such bad conditions, but they allow them to be on the road. We see all these issues with conductors and drivers.
The
How many
rowdiness.
drivers actually drive PSVs? They're not even licensed to drive. All those things, they get away with them. All they do is just take bribes. Now, someone dies, a culmination of many things, and then now you want to react and overhaul everything,
What is the
punish
culmination?
everyone.
What is the culmination of many things?
Of course, all these small mistakes lead up to moments like this when someone is pushed from a bus, only because you neglect all these other issues that guys are raising daily because you want to get your 50 bob as a bribe. Now, someone ends up dying. Now you're overreacting. You stop all business for something that even if I had a bus in there, I have no control over. I can't teach the other driver or Nini what to do.
It's not
but
about
they can be held
the other.
accountable.
Now you teach yours.
But let me ask you.
You teach
So,
yours.
okay, well, assuming I have the best drivers, so why do I need
It's
to
okay,
lose bread?
just
Okay, so
because
yeah,
of
Chaxy, on that point, like if you have the best driver and the best conductor, when you see a rowdy conductor swinging from the rail and everything, do you do shit about that?
Yeah, what if I've reported? Will the police
No,
do
no, no,
anything?
no,
You're
like-
reporting to who? It's your bus.
No, I'm saying
So, no.
my bus is well
But you
behaved.
see, like,
but the other
if-
bus is not.
But why
No,
you-
if it's
why
about
are you delegating responsibility?
individual responsibility, like do you want to call out that person who's being rowdy or being irresponsible? Because if you cannot call that out, then that's how the circle has to be involved.
Because actually, I feel like he asked a different question.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with what you're saying. So, and this is why I like I love circles. The idea of circles. So we say in our circle, we do not do dangerous stunts. They're fun, they're cool, but we don't do them in our circle, right? So our conductors are not gonna do cool stuff in our
That
circle.
rongai shit, like,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Where our buses are gonna be quiet for the quiet whatever, or our circle is gonna be for sherehe. So hii circle yetu ni ya hivyo. Unanipata? But in terms of dangerous stunts, our conductors are never gonna do like that. They're gonna be at this particular uniform. Our buses are gonna look like this. Our drivers are gonna drive like this. They're gonna keep the speed limit. That is our policy. So the circle has a policy, right? So I feel like that's why I like the idea of circles. So you have like a bunch of buses that have a policy, and then the passengers can choose to use your service or not. What I was asking about things
If
to
the
do,
drivers are hired by the circle
like
or
if the drivers are hired by the circle. I don't know what the law says, but me, the way I imagined, of course, this is of course a fallacy, because what I can't say, I don't know what the law says, but this is what I think. That makes no sense. But what I'm saying, if a vehicle is on the road, number one, the vehicle is on the road already. So there's laws that apply to a vehicle being on the road that should be followed. If a driver is driving a vehicle on the road, there are laws that apply to that. And those exist, and they are there, and the people who drive should be knowing those particular laws. Whoever owns the car, that's a whole different conversation. You unanipata? So the owner of the car, unless the owner of the car is driving, that it's a separate entity. It's a separate conversation. Gari iko kwa barabara, who is driving? Those are the two things that I think apply on Kenyan roads, but I could be wrong on the law. Who owns the car is the person who owns the car.
Yeah.
As long, if they're in the car, I don't know. But it's the driver and the vehicle on the road. So to answer your question, of course, if it's a bus, of course it's a PSV bus. The things that the bus does on the road will affect you, but it most likely it just will be like inconvenience or monetary issues. But I don't think you will be held liable if your car, even your personal car, gets into an accident and you're not driving it. I don't think you would be held responsible, because it's who is driving and what car is it.
I think it's a very sensitive issue.
It's also very
Definitely is.
sensitive.
Yeah, because it involves death, but yeah, to me, I just think it's an overreaction, but yeah, that's just me.
But I'd rather have the overreaction
Than no reaction.
Than no reaction.
Okay. I mean, fair point. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Order, maybe. To answer you, maybe. We'll see. We'll talk, yeah. Now, I appreciate you guys.
Is it on the
And
same
catch
floor?
Misfix on YouTube
Wait, no,
every
you're
2
supposed to sing.
Fridays. Or he'll sing. So catch Misfix on YouTube every 2 Fridays. Our goal is to build momentum and be able to drop weekly. But we'll get there. For now,
What do you mean by every 2 Fridays?
like
Every 2
twice a
Fridays.
month, basically.
Oh,
Fortnight.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. As we build momentum to drop weekly. Yeah, eventually we'll drop weekly. Yeah.
Please lower your expectations.
Hey, bro. Mwambia kwanza April ni 15 seconds. Snooze. Action. Unalala 15 seconds. Hey, wait. Hey.
Utakokilala kamera ikipani hivi unalala. Hey.
Yeah, you'll go sing for us as we.
Can I have the guy sing for you directly?
Okay, copyright.
no,
Please don't.
Copyright.
Don't even play that thing. Hey, Irogo, please. What's wrong with this guy?
Naviburi.
You know you can't do that.
They'll now this.
So we can't lose an entire episode because you want to play a song on YouTube.
Oh, sorry.
Let's play your songs.
Even his songs have YouTube IDs. We'll still get a strike.
Hapa heri niwe chini.
No, that part.
Nyimbo imeisha.
Anyway,
Okay, if you can't sing that, sing any song of yours that you want. Because you promised to sing. You have to sing.
mashuhuri na viburi. Heri niishi chini.
Nyodo isho she dhabiona she hakwe maguta.
Nyondo icio ithabio na ihakwo maguta. Nyondo icio ithabio na ihakwo maguta. Tuthie tugakene. Maisha no maya.
Really?
Tuthie tugakene.
That's an action song.
Maisha no maya.
That's my new favorite song.
Gomi sete mono maedia. Unajua lazima ufanye hivi kiuno.
So that means what now?
I've missed you so much,
I
my
miss
dear.
you, my
Please have those boobies washed
boobies
and oiled.
oiled. Nyondo
Who sang
icio
that?
ithabio na ihakwo maguta.
Who sang it?
Chaxy, but
I have no-
our next guest.
Talk about Bruce for an entire hour.
Tuthie tugakene. Maisha no maya. Aye.
Let's go have fun.
That aye is very
And
important.
still oil the boobs.
Life ni
No,
moja.
life ni moja, yeah. Tuthie tugakene.
Thank you for singing that song. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Unaitaka in all formats. Unaitaka in Afro House version, drill, Leo Muse.
Anyway, MSFX episode 247. We are
My Cheque.
Over 26. This is the
This is the Brunch Club. Over 26.
Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.